Hey guys, my name is Wes, and you're watching Wes Nichols TV, and today I'm reviewing Lights Out. Lights Out is a 2016 horror film starring Maria Bello, Teresa Palmer, and Gabriel Bateman. It is directed by David F. Sandberg, and it is based on the short film of which he created, wrote, directed, also called Lights Out. It's on YouTube. If you have not seen it, it is one of the scariest 2.5-3 minutes on YouTube. I highly recommend it. But back to the review of the feature film. My favorite thing about this movie is not the scares. There are plenty of scares throughout that'll make you jump, that'll make your friends jump. It'll be nice to talk about. But my favorite thing about it was the anticipation for the scares. Because of the way the movie's set up, you're constantly looking around in the background. I was intensely focused on anything that was not completely covered in light. I was like, is that a chair? Is that a chair, or is that, her? Is that Diana? No. Is it a chair? Is it a countertop? I don't know. It's freaking me out, though. On top of that, you had great sound design. There's scratching sounds all throughout. So over here, then over here. And you add that all together, I'm looking over here, I'm hearing scratches over here, something over there. Somebody touches me on the shoulder right here when those scratching sounds are going on. I'm jumping out of my seat, I'm peeing myself, I'm sprinting out of the theater, sprinting back, sitting back down in my soaked chair because I don't want to miss any more of this movie because it just freaked me out. And I love being scared in a horror movie. On top of all the scares and the anticipation, you have a good overall family drama in there. It's not too over-the-top sappy Lifetime that you can't really buy into it at all. It's also not too light where you're like, there's stuff going on, but nobody really cares. No, you buy Teresa Palmer's struggle with her mom. You buy the kid is right in the middle of it, and you help the kid, but the kid wants to be with the mom. So where does this go? You see that, and you really do sympathize with the overall family. And it's really sold by Maria Bello, who gives an outstanding performance. Her physical acting, the shaking in her hands was great. Her eyes told the story behind it, which is something I never understand by actors. How can they do that? She just delivers in this movie. Early on, I didn't really buy her character, and then as it goes on, you realize how checked out, like how crazy the situation is, and I was sympathized with her, and it sold me. Teresa Palmer was okay in the movie. She was pretty good. I don't think she's that great of an actress, but she was pretty good in this. Gabriel Bateman, he's a kid actor. You really can't tell if he's going to be great or not right now. Some scenes, I was like, he's really good. Other scenes, I was like, why'd you give that kid that line to do? Nobody could deliver that line. So you're making him look terrible because of this. Overall, though, it was solid. The story with Diana, the deep background story that sets up all the horror, really compelling stuff. I really was interested in everything that was going on. They gave me a little Session 9 flavor with some tapes that I got to listen to. I really liked that. You get this X-Files sort of like they were doing experiments and this thing happened. And this is all in the trailer, so you're not really getting anything spoiled. But I really thought that was cool, interesting. I really bought into it. Maybe you want to watch more of this movie. My last positive is that it's a smooth runtime. It's only an hour and 20 minutes long. It has no real fat on it, aside from a couple minutes early on. And you really get this compact little horror film. You end up I enjoyed it a good deal. My only real negatives are, like I said, about a 10-minute period after the first really good scene, where you got story building and character building, which does pay off later on, but for me, I was like, maybe I'm not going to like this. Reading stuff later on, I do recommend if you're kind of mid, after that 10 point, you push through, you might like it a lot more than you think you're going to like it. That, and the fact that it relies almost entirely on jump scares. This movie does lend itself incredibly to jump scares. I mean, the story, the premise, lights on, lights off, that's jump scare set up perfectly. You don't really need to do a whole lot other than to scare somebody, and this movie doesn't need to do a whole lot more than that. But I would have liked to see from a first-time, big-time director, see a little bit more, maybe a spark that was, different. And I'm like, oh, he could do something different than, this. Because all we've seen really from him is this short film and this big film of this same thing. But from what I've seen right now, I'm really excited about what he's going to do next. I absolutely really enjoyed this movie. I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think that for a micro-budget horror film, this is a lot better than we got a lot of last year. And that's why I'm going to say this might be the best year in horror in the last 15 years as far as studio horror goes. We've gotten a lot of great hits already. We have a lot of really good-looking ones coming up the rest of this year. I'm really excited. But that is just my opinion, and I want to know yours. What did you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. What the hell? Oh, God. That's not good. That's not good, guys. Alright, there's a like button somewhere over there, guys. There's a subscribe button somewhere. Click on it if you like the video, you want to see more. There's a link somewhere in the dark. Oh, God, is she over here? What was that? What was that? There's a video. Click it. It's Conjuring 2 review. Follow me on Twitter at WesNichols14. You can share me on social media anywhere else. Oh, freak it. What was that? Thanks for watching, guys. If I don't see you again, because Diana...